what we have been flogging, and there will be no end to flogging it for us in Africa. And that is the issue of leadership.
But I'm saying that I think the critical challenge is to accept and understand this notion of a developmental state. If you are giving these developmental responsibilities to the state, does it have the capacity? There's been extensive discussion on the continent about the challenges of development and how to respond, and all manner of decisions. And indeed, I think there is a good experience in many of our countries.
It is only when the private sector play with each other and not protect their own turf that we can have bigger markets, that we can have bigger capacities to be able to produce, because Africa market is very small.
Where are the women in the whole debate since yesterday? Where are the issues in the political governance or the economic governance? Just imagine Kenya, from Dakar to Cape Town, we just stop working. What will happen to the economy of this continent? The agriculture sector, we say that is going to move the growth of Africa. That sector. The public sector is not creating an enabling environment for the women.
It's really critical that we must get lessons of countries within the continent that have succeeded. Why is Rwanda getting it right? I think that is a very critical issue, really. We must be open to learning from success stories.
Privileged social classes which exploit the ignorance and poverty of the majority will not desert that privilege voluntarily. Is that there has been increasing pressure for democratization that has led more and more states to emerge as national developmental democratic states.
Salala in Yemen does not serve a hinterland. They don't take goods to Saudi Arabia. They receive goods for their own country and offload some goods from bigger ships to smaller ships, which will sail probably to Mombasa and Durban. So it's just a difference, not because I was defending Mombasa or Lagos. Yes, we have problems of delays. They're inefficient, actually, on the average. And that the problem of the long room and the cables are problems that can be observed in virtually all ports all over Africa and the developing world. I'm not saying that you should do it, but you should have it in your mind that much as you say that Africa is not developing, it's because we are very good people. We don't want to live happily with everybody. We're not cruel. The Chinese developed tremendously, I understand, because their prisoners used to work, construct roads, buildings, and even come to Africa to construct sports facilities.